This is a video that I've been thinking about making for quite some time. However, I'm not totally convinced that anyone is gonna care about this at all. Like, I don't know if this is gonna be interesting if you don't know me. I'm kind of just doing this kind of for myself. Like, I kind of want to just go through some of my journals, and I figured I'd film it and then I'll have this video forever. So if you don't know me, I love journaling. I constantly keep a journal pretty much since I was like in middle school. I've never really stopped journaling. I know a lot of people that used to journal when they were younger, like in grade school, and then they don't anymore, but I've been doing it for so long that it's a habit. It's a huge part of my life, honestly. Like, I don't think I'll ever stop. I'm constantly keeping a journal. I go through some phases in life where I'm like writing every single day, and then I go through some phases where I kind of check in like a couple times a month. It just depends where I am in life and how lonely I am, honestly. But this is the journal that I currently am working on. I'm like kind of maybe halfway through, maybe towards the end a little bit. I decorate all my journals, and they're not just writing. Like, I draw and I glue things in them like this or like this. You get the idea. The only people that have ever seen the pages of my journal are therapists and my boyfriend. I think like one time I showed him a few, but so we'll see if I end up posting this video. So this was the journal I had before my most recent one, and as you can see, I kind of went through here and like bookmarked a few entries that I want to read or show you guys or whatever. I went through this kind of like a long time ago, so I don't really know what I bookmarked in here. This one honestly is like way cooler than my one right now, I think, because it's just like bigger. I wish I wrote the years when I was like doing these. I never write the year. This is February 15th. Okay, I think this is 2018. That sounds right. It says, about 1 week off my meds. This is when I stopped taking Lexapro for my depression. Therapy was good. I'm definitely more emotional than I usually am, but kind of in a good way. At least it's energy, and it makes music sound amazing, and it makes me want to scream and sing and be loud. Which is dance. Time to make the pasta. It literally says, which is dance. Time to make the pasta. I have no idea what I was thinking, but I guess I wanted some pasta. At least I think that says dance. I really hope it doesn't say dank with 2 C's. I really hope it doesn't. This one's weird. I bookmarked right here. So it looks like this is a song that I was writing, and then randomly in here it says 3:14 a.m. Neither of us want a wedding or a funeral. I equals an idea folder IRL. What? What does that mean? This is just like a nice looking page. As you can see, I I taped different things. I've got Baby Metal. I've got the girl from Tonight Alive, I believe. Chris Motionless. And I don't know who this is. This looks like it was just like a fashion magazine cutout that I liked. I must have liked her outfit and her hair. Up in the corner right here, it says, being awk really isn't the worst thing in the world. There are much worse things I could be. I mean, true. I like the colors on this page. Okay, wait, what? This is probably why I bookmarked this page. Okay, January 17th, January, might be 2019 actually. Wait, no. Huh? Yeah, I guess this must be 2019, this year. In January, I said, also, why do I keep having dreams about James Charles? It's honestly bizarre. Like, I don't even watch him very much, but he seems to show up. That's crazy. That's like before all that drama went down about him. I just like was having dreams about him. No idea why. He's never been like one of my favorite YouTubers. I mean, I would watch him like every now and then, but I don't see a date on this, but it just says, you can't just forget that these things affect you. You're allowed to feel. You don't have to be an emotionless robot just because you want your life to be a meaningless combination of moments. You can still feel things. Stop being afraid. Anxiety is evil, but most other humans experience it just as you do. It's not your fault. Sometimes you can't control how you feel. It's okay. This is my box. It's heavy. This has all of my journals from throughout the years, so let's look at more of them, because why not? Let's go back further. That's a cute little guy. Alright. Look at all these, it's crazy. Got this. My favorite types are honestly the ones that I decorate like crazy. Let's look at this. What the heck? This is so cute. It has like all these bands. Friday, June 26th, 2015. Gay marriage is legal. Wow. I can't imagine a time now that it wasn't legal. Like, that's crazy. Look at that. Look at this. I used to try really hard and like make these really aesthetic. I feel like nowadays I just like scribble random doodles everywhere. But apparently in 2015, I was on it. Ooh, look at this. If you guys have seen my video titled Watch This If You're Lonely and Sad in College, or something like that, sad and lonely, lonely and sad, I don't know, same thing, I don't know what I wrote, but then you know that college was a rough time for me. And 2015, I believe I was just starting college. I think maybe like sophomore year, I don't really remember, but yeah, this journal, yeah, it has a lot of really sad things in it that I definitely like, they're too dark to kind of read on here. I don't know, like if you guys want, you can let me know if you want to hear that stuff. I just like, I'm trying to be sensitive to you guys right now. Like, I wouldn't want to put something out there that's just like gonna upset someone. This is a nice page that I like. This is just a printed screenshot of like, I don't even know, it looks like a Yahoo Answers question, and it just says, why our schools exist? What's point to it? What's point to it? Oh, tell me why I literally used letter stickers to spell out, I got hella hoes, I got hoes. This is a really pretty page. I don't know why I printed out a thing that says psychopath. Like, that's pretty cringe, honestly. I hate that. But, I've got a Fight Club quote here. It's only after you've lost everything that you're free to do anything. I've got this, intoxicated with madness, in love with my sadness. That's probably something I read on Tumblr if I had to guess. Look at this. Look at the cool pictures I printed out. This video is literally just me showing you pictures that I printed out and put in my journal. So you're welcome. This, was something I saw on Tumblr and I printed out, of course. It says, such a dilemma. Do you choose to remain sad, cry, and water the flowers, or get better and have them die? Under it, it says, I saw this on Tumblr and IDK. It made so much sense to me that I felt like I needed to print it out and keep it. And honestly, I forgot about this little thing, but I think about this quote sometimes. I don't know who wrote this. I should probably like figure that out somehow, but I connected with that line so heavily, and I still kind of do. It's kind of this feeling of like, when you're kind of like a sad person, and if you have like a mental illness, especially like if you have depression like I do, you kind of identify with your sadness and you put a lot of your sadness into your art. If you make art, like, I don't know, I'm not gonna speak for everyone right now, but for me, I put sadness into my art, you know, my paintings, my drawings, my poetry, if I write song. Hey, I'm trying to say something deep right now. Can you not scream? What was I saying? When you're like really deep in a really sad place, you almost like don't want to get better because your sadness it's part of the things that you create. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if that makes sense or if anyone can relate, but it's like, as it says, like such a dilemma to like get better or to not get better, because like if you get better, what happens to all those parts of you connected to your sadness that you kind of romanticize in yourself? Does that make any sense? Can anyone relate? Let me know down below if you can relate. This says my first attempt at poetry, and I don't even see a date here. It just says 9:57 p.m., but I guess October 2015? I don't know. Yeah, probably. Apparently that was my first attempt at poetry, even though, I don't know, I write poetry a lot these days, so I don't know when I started. I guess this was it, but this is a little bit cringy. Like, this is a little bit like, I'm 14 and this is deep. I'm gonna read it for you guys anyway, because I don't know, why not? My first attempt at poetry. I asked her why she became the shadows on the walls, the whisper screams in the mirror, and the blood on her sleeves. Why she let the creatures crawl up her arms and pull out her hair. She said that the monsters used to chase her down, and that she was tired of running. She used to see patterns on the walls, and the demons between her eyelids wouldn't let her sleep. And she was tired of being awake. So she invited the darkness to flow through her veins, and let spiders crawl up her arms. She infected her gums and ate the blood that dripped from her nose, and craved the taste until she wanted it gone. And before she knew it, she was the very monster she'd been hiding from. And everything was okay. Definitely not my best poem, but hey, as I said, my first attempt, May 4th. I've said it a million times, but life is so incredibly meaningless. Like, what am I supposed to do? There's nothing. I don't have a single thing. Sometimes I want to get rid of all my material things just to prove to myself that there would be nothing left. I wish I could blame everyone else. I wish I could say, don't you know I'm suffering? Can't you hear me crying at night? Can't you see me? But I don't think anyone can, and it's not their fault. It's not mine either. It's no one's fault that I ended up this way. Right here it says, death is only the end if you assume the story is about you. Can't really argue with that. I have a list of self-harm excuses right here, and I assume that means like, if someone asks you like, oh, what are those, like on your arm or on your leg or whatever. Number 1, the government won't let me talk about it. Number 2, blood on the dance floor mosh pits can get pretty crazy. Number 3, satanic rituals and whatnot. Number 4, I don't know, I was born with those. Number 5, I needed some blood for experiments. I was memeing even back then. I literally printed out a meme and put it in my journal. Yep, you are still alive. God damn it. I don't know who this bitch is, but apparently I cut her out and drew these swirls around her. It's pretty cool. October 9th. I want to be indestructible, invincible, untouchable. I want absolute courage to seep from my veins. I want to delete my emotions or lock them away and swallow the key, burning down the house of everything I once hoped for, and playing in the ashes. This is kind of a fire drawing. What the hell? 7:22 p.m. Every time I felt the plane shake, I took deep breaths, prepared for it to go down, and thought about which song I should die to. Jeez. Can I just, like, somebody stop me? I'm done with this for now, you guys. This is getting dark. It's literally getting dark. It was light out when I started this video. I don't know if I'm gonna post this. I don't know what the point of this is. I think it's just interesting to look back and see different places I was in, and I think it's funny, like, I don't even remember writing some of that, and I think it's really interesting that it was me that wrote that. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like, I mean, I still struggle like with depression and stuff every now and then, and anxiety, but I guess I look back at my old journals and I realize that I'm doing so much better than I have been in the past, like so much better, and I'm so grateful for that, and I hope that things keep going up. I know that that's not necessarily how life works. There's rough patches and there's good patches and all that, but I have like freakouts and panics a lot, but I'm so happy that I'm not so like consumed with despair. That sounds so dramatic, but like those journal entries were dramatic, like dramatic. I'm glad that that's not me anymore, and maybe it's a small part of me, but I'm recovering. I'm getting better. I'm so happy that I'm recovering. I can't believe I'm saying that, because it's hard to want to recover. Like, it's hard to actually want to recover. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to make like a lesson or like a point from this, but I don't know if there is one. Those are my old journals, and I have lots more that I could go through. I have ones from like high school when I was like really into K-pop, obsessing over idols, and like probably a lot more funny and like ridiculous things back then. If you want me to read those, I don't know if anyone is even watching this far in the video, but leave me a comment if this was interesting at all to you, and I hope you all are doing really well. Tell me how you're doing down below, and I'll respond there and we can talk and whatever. And yeah, I hope you guys are good. This was a journey down memory lane. Yeah, okay. Take care of yourself. I'll see you guys next time. Okay.